Hi guys, it's Chrissie and welcome back to another speed build. So for today's speed build, we're actually going to be building a Carpenter Gothic style library in the center of StrangerVille. So yeah, this is another StrangerVille build. And I actually did this last week, but I didn't have time to put it up last week. So I figured, I have a build done for this week, so that's great. But yeah, so this is definitely a Carpenter Gothic kind of style build. I say that very loosely because, as you guys know, if you've been on my channel for a while, I have no idea. I don't know anything about architecture or like architectural styles or anything like that. So this is basically just, let's just say it's inspired by a Carpenter Gothic, by the Carpenter Gothic style. Let's just go for that. But yeah, it's a library in the center of StrangerVille. It's on the original library lot, so where the original one was. So it is a 20 by 20 lot. I did change the name of the lot, but obviously you can keep it as the StrangerVille Information Center if you want. I just called it the StrangerVille Library because, I'm original like that, and I'm great with coming up with names, obviously. I love doing that, but yeah, so it's just called the Strangerville Library. If you guys want to find it on the gallery, you can do that under the hashtag ChrissieYork, or just go onto my gallery page, which is ChrissieYork, and yeah, you can filter it by libraries. It'll show up that way, or you can just search for the name Strangerville Library, and you should be able to find it that way as well. But yeah, I just decided to go for this very, I don't know, like blue and white color scheme. So it does look a lot very like coastal for some reason. It does remind me of a coastal style, probably because of the blue and white. But yeah, that's not really a theme that goes well with Strangerville, but I just wanted to use this gorgeous blue color of these windows and doors that we got with the pack. And yeah, as you guys know, I'm obsessed with these windows and doors, and I'm kind of making it like a little mini mission for myself to use every swatch that they come in at least once for a build. So yeah, you guys can expect some really, I don't know, like fun colored builds coming up, with not just plain white windows or something. Yeah, that's really something that I want to do. I mean, at least I want to use all of the colors at least once, since they do come with a lot of like really gorgeous colors, and yeah, I feel like it's a shame to not use them at least once. So yeah, I hope you guys like how this library turned out. Obviously it would be super easy to just change up the colors of the library if you wanted to. If you don't like the blue and white, you can just go through and literally just change the color swatches to something that you like more if you want to. But yeah, this library does have everything that you need for a library. It has some chess tables and some computers, and obviously lots of bookcases and stuff. It's not that big on the inside, so I did have quite a little struggle trying to figure out how I wanted to lay everything out, since as you guys can see, it is basically just a big square. And as you know, if you do build, filling up like a square build with a layout that looks okay is a lot harder than filling up than like doing the layout for a house that has a bunch of different shapes to it. So yeah, figuring out the layout took me a bit, even though I just decided to go with just an open floor plan. But just figuring out where to place things is what took me a while. But yeah, the build does have two bathrooms, two just half baths obviously, but I didn't include those in the footage, since they're literally just a toilet and a sink, and I think I put a plant in one of them or something. So yeah, it's really boring. You guys definitely didn't miss anything with the bathrooms, and I mean, you can download it off of the gallery if you want to, and can have a good look around everything. But I did do a video tour at the end of it, so you can see basically the whole build in that video tour. The only things that I didn't include were like the bathrooms. But yeah, I hope you guys like how this build turned out. Like I said, I really like this library for some reason. I was debating on whether or not I wanted to add it into my save file, my rebuild Strangerville project that I started. For my save file, I was debating on whether I wanted to add this to my save file or not. but I don't think I'm going to, since I have another idea in mind for what I want to use this lot for my save file. So I don't want this to necessarily be just a library in my save file. I'm just going to leave it at that. But yeah, I hope you guys still like how this turned out. Obviously, I didn't restrict my pack usage for this build. I did use basically just anything that I wanted, and I don't know, I really like how it turned out. And unfortunately, like I said, I didn't restrict my packs, so downloading this off of the gallery if you don't have all of the packs might be a little bit difficult. But you know, you can replace anything you want with something that you do have. You know, if you download this and you don't have certain furniture items or things, you can just replace it for something that you do have. And a lot of the times, I know I do mention this in some of my builds, but a lot of the times the gallery will show you that I used, let's say, I don't know, let's say the romantic garden pack or something, or whatever like pack you can think of. And especially with the stuff packs, now this applies mostly to stuff packs, but a lot of the times it'll tell you that I used my first pet stuff, for example. And then you download then you think you can't download the build because you don't have that pack, and you'll be missing a lot of objects, when in reality I probably used maybe like one object from that pack in the whole build. And you know, that happens a lot with stuff packs, where I will use, let's say, one decorative object from a stuff pack, so one candle or one plant or one picture or something, and I'll use it just once in the build, and it'll be just that object that I use from that pack. Wow, my voice just went. But yeah, so it's always worth downloading a build anyway, even if you don't have all of the items, since your game will tell you how many items has been removed if you place down the lot, and you know, it'll tell you this many items has been removed because you don't have the content or something. And you can also see, if you go through the build, you know, what is missing. Sometimes it'll just be like I said, a candle or one plant or a picture or something, and those things are really easy to replace. So yeah, like I said, always worth downloading something if you're not sure exactly what has come from a pack that you don't have. You know, like I said, a lot of the things in the game are really easy to replace, and we have a lot of kind of similar things in different packs. So sofas and things like that, we have a lot of them that could kind of, you know, be replaced and act as a similar thing to something that someone used. I'm probably making no sense at all, but yeah, I'm not used to recording a voiceover at this time of day. It's like 7 p.m. and I'm not used to recording during the day. I usually record at like 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning. So I don't know why this is harder for me than doing it then, but probably because there are still people actually awake inside of the house. So yeah, that's kind of nerve-wracking for some reason. But yeah, I really like how this little seating area turned out. I just wanted to point that out. I really like how this turned out with, you know, the base seats from Cats and Dogs. I kind of turned them into this, like, I don't know, center seating, I don't know what you'd call this, but with a little plant in the middle, and I just raised up those lights to go there. And yeah, I really like how this turned out. This house, it's not a house, but I did have kind of an idea in my head for this building. I figured that the reason why it does look this, I don't know, like old in this part of town that's a little bit more western, this part of town definitely looks a lot more like western, you know, not as much Carpenter Gothic. But the reason I thought this Carpenter Gothic build would be in the middle of town is I thought this might have been like a house. It might have been one of the oldest homes in the town that the founders of the town or something built way back, you know, years and years ago when they founded the town. So this would be one of the first places, the first buildings in the town, and over the years it has been renovated from a house to a library. So they completely tore out the floor plan, all of the interior walls and things, and basically just turned it into this huge open plan library for the town. So yeah, that was kind of the idea I had in my head, since I couldn't think of another reason why a Carpenter Gothic build would be in the center of a very western looking town. So yeah, that's what I was thinking of. And I've been trying to give my lot traits a little bit more. I know I usually forget to do that unless I'm building for my save file or something where I have a specific family in mind and everything. But yeah, I normally forget to do that, but I've been trying to do that more. So this lot does have the peace and quiet and the fast internet lot trait. Since I figured, peace and quiet, it's a library. It's going to be quite quiet and peaceful and stuff. And then fast internet, since, I don't know, I've never used the internet at a library in my life before, but from everything I've heard from people that have, libraries usually have quite fast internet. So I figured that. And I wanted to add the quake zone for like the earthquakes for this lot, since I'm thinking about doing that for all of the like downtown, like I don't know, like downtown area I guess of StrangerVille for my save file. Since as you guys can see in the roads and things, there are all those cracks, and it just makes me think of a place that could have a few earthquakes every now and then. So I'm going to be doing that for my save file, but since I didn't know if I wanted this to be in the save file, I didn't do that. So yeah, you guys can obviously add whatever lot traits you want. That's something that's really easily changed as well. But yeah, I built this lot, and I built it without looking at the like lot requirements. So when I actually went and looked at those, I saw that I needed to have a desk. I think I had to have like 2 or 3 desks or something. And that really annoyed me because I wanted to use those dining tables downstairs, but I ended up switching them out for like 2 desks that I put like back to back. So those desks will look a little bit more modern than I would have liked, but they were the like thinnest desks that I could find, and I wanted to have them back to back and all of that. So that's one thing that I do swap out. I can't remember if I do it like in the video or not, since like I said, I did record this last week sometime. I built this sometime last week, and I can't exactly remember everything that I did. But yeah, that's something. Oh yeah, I do show you guys. But yeah, this lot doesn't have any custom content as well, or either, I guess I should say. My vocabulary really sucks today for some reason. But I have been getting some questions of whether I build with custom content or not, since yeah, a lot of the times I think people assume that I do use custom content, since I do use, like I said, a lot of the times I use all of the packs. So sometimes people will see something and not know that it is just from a pack, and they will assume that it's custom content. But I will always say in the video if I'm building with custom content or not, and if I don't mention that, then I'm not using custom content. And I usually also include in my like title of the video no CC or with CC. So yeah, always keep an eye out for that in the title of the video if you guys are curious if this will be with or without custom content. But 90% of the builds on my channel are custom content free. And I actually did show you the bathrooms. I didn't know I did that. But yeah, so we're coming to the end of the build, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed how this build turned out. I really like how it turned out. And like I said, it is up on the gallery if you want to download it. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, give it a like. And subscribe if you're new to the channel. And remember to hit the notification bell as well. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!